All right, happy Monday, everybody. The Major League Baseball playoffs for the National League will resume on Monday. It's kind of interesting how they did it. They had all four games on Saturday, and then Sunday they did just the American League. Toronto, you see why Toronto raced to get that one seed, and they had a rookie last night, Savage, go five and a third hitless on 11 strikeouts. But even with them getting the top seed, they went with a young guy in game two. The Yankees had Fried lined up, but still having Gossman in that first game really helped, and they're up 2-0. And if they win Tuesday in New York, they will eliminate the Yankees. You know, I think it's lasting impression when people saw what the Yankees did to the Sox that last game and having that stud right-hander in Schlittler. You have to slow down when you say it, broadcasters. He might not even pitch because Rodon is scheduled to pitch on Tuesday. And Shane Bieber could close it out. But I just think the lasting impressions, you know, a lot of people say, oh, this Yankee team could win the World Series. Now, they could win 3 in a row. But they're down 2-0. Schlittler would start a game 4, which would be Wednesday in New York. Blue Jays have not announced their starter. So Toronto wins. Seattle on a schoolboy start with Detroit leading 1-0. They blew a lead in the 8th, but it was just 2-0. Torkelson in a 2-run double, and then they scored a run in the 8th inning off of Finnegan to win it. And Seattle and Detroit tied at 1. Their series will resume Tuesday in Detroit at 4:08. That's a very interesting time. Seattle will lose. Right, Detroit's still on. They're in a different time zone, aren't they? Am I making that up? Oh no, they're Eastern Daylight Time. So Seattle had to have, you know, I think the way with the travel, that's not too bad going to the Midwest, but they still lose 3 hours. I'm sure they left last night, but they got all day Monday, and then they'll play Tuesday. The National League resumes today. The Dodgers, who rallied back, will play at Philly. The Cubs will be at Milwaukee. Milwaukee looked really good in their first game as well. Patriots, you know, for the Patriots fans that are watching this, unbelievable night. They beat Buffalo. That was a huge win. You know, a lot of people ask me my opinion on the Patriots going into the offseason. One thing that I was pretty amazed about was that Drake May made plays on that team last year. I thought when he came in with that offensive line, with that set of receivers, because they didn't have a guy. They had Hunter Henry, and Douglas was good, but you need a guy. Every team is a guy because it's just spacing. It's the same in basketball. You need coverage to be dictated, and they didn't have that. And Drake May, I thought, looked pretty good last year. Guy's barely played football in his life, didn't play a lot in college. And the Patriots addressed that. They brought in Diggs. They brought in Josh McDaniels. They drafted Henderson. They drafted Campbell. Their line was great last night. And just a few changes has made them look like a completely different team. Their defense is played better, but that was a huge win. Boy, the NFL after 5 weeks is kind of upside down, isn't it? And yeah, it's one win, and I know, you know, things could, but listen, you're an 8.5-point dog. No one thought you'd go up to Buffalo and beat them. It's a division game. It's a conference game as well. And it's huge when it comes down to tiebreakers because you're the first team to beat Buffalo. And I'm talking tiebreakers. Buffalo could still win the division, but we're talking about tiebreakers anywhere else. It's interesting. It's very interesting. And what an exciting 5 weeks the NFL's been. All right. Have a good Monday, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. I know that, you know, Mondays can be tough for people, but try to enjoy it. There's baseball. There's football tonight. College next week. Great time of year. Go out, enjoy, and go Sox.